Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here, is talk about psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. Hopefully, that's helpful to you. We've got nearly 1,200 of these available for your listening pleasure in a variety of topics, and we continue to add whenever I can, whenever time permits. So these are kind of a two-part audio on why you might be single. And so, obviously, going into a new year, can't believe we're already a 12th of the way into the new year. But if you are, as you're going into the new year, you may want a new romantic partner, and some things that may be holding you back from achieving that: self esteem issues. If you don't think you're worthy of love, you're only going to get the love, and you're only going to be able to attract the love that you think you're worthy of. So, if your value of yourself or value of what you believe you bring to a relationship is out of alignment with the type of partner you want, you may continually run up against the same type of partners that are people that you don't want. Same personality archetypes that aren't necessarily healthy for you or aren't leading you in a good direction. Doesn't mean you deserve it, doesn't mean you're a bad person, but many times the level of relationship we attract is also related to or an extension of our own self esteem or lack thereof. And so it's important to make sure that we are making smart, intelligent, and continual processes towards kind of raising our self esteem, at least to a I'm a good person and I know my value standpoint. The next is too independent. So obviously, when we are independent minded and we are looking for a relationship, something needs to shift, and that is you're going to be including another person in your life. Therefore, you need to be willing to make time, energy, and put effort into connecting with that person on a deeper level. It can be sometimes difficult to do that, especially if you're an independent minded person who doesn't really want to let someone in but doesn't want to be alone either. And I see that a lot of times with my coaching practice, which, by the way, if you're new, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. If you're looking for life, business, relationship coaching, can be super helpful in that way to make that happen. The next thing to look at, though, is your level of closed offness towards new relationships. In other words, if you've been through a negative relationship prior, if you've been through something that's unfortunate or uncomfortable, you may have a closed off personality archetype, which then means that you're harder to get to know. This leads to challenges as it relates to your own view of yourself going forward, and that can be problematic for a number of reasons. As we begin to kind of see things in a better way, we can also begin to understand the value of connecting in a deeper manner, but that level of connection requires us to be open to other people. And then the other thing is, if you're focused on the wrong style of person for you, or someone who might be physically attractive but not emotionally ready but not someone you're connected with on an attraction level for any number of reasons, or just you're in two different places in your needs portfolio out of relationships, it can be super challenging to look at that and go, this can work, this can't work. Sometimes we want a person to be something they're not ready to be, and that can be problematic because we're trying to force the other person to be what we think they could be rather than accepting what they are. The next thing there is kind of looking at relationships from a level of, kind of being fearful of making mistakes as we relate with others, whether it's fearful that we'll push someone away by not being ready for them, fearful that we won't be able to articulate ourselves rightly, or that we choose the wrong person and waste time. A lot of times, if a person is not ready to really date, but they want a partner, what they'll do is they'll say, well, I only want this to go to be in my life if it's going to go somewhere. But the pressure we place forward is problematic for a number of reasons. So hopefully this is valuable. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.